Will you follow me when the sky starts to change? Yeah, we won't be afraid. We'll never be the same again. you start playing with fire. Everyone burns in the end.
Doing it all for the thrill. I'm doing it all for the thrill. I'm doing it all for the thrill. You know I'm loving it like you was real. Doing it, 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 doing it out for the thrill. Doing it out for the thrill. Doing it, doing it all for the thrill. You know I'm loving it like you was real.
Are we live?
We are live.
All right. Well, I want to welcome everybody to round number 2, the iRacing Short Course Series, the regional series. And it's just awesome to be here for round number 2. We're going to move it all the way up to Reno, Nevada, just outside Reno in the Wild West Motorsports Park. Hello, everybody. I'm Dave Arnold. Be joined alongside with Frank Monack. And, of course, as usual, our league administrators, Connor Berry, Bronson Cheramani, going to be checking up on all the drivers. I was hoping to have Brent Smith in here. It says announcer's Brent Smith, but no Brent tonight. And we'd really love to have him jump in there and play with us out here in this awesome racing series. Round 1 definitely was an exciting one. Crystal King wasn't the quickest in qualifying, but just like she won the series last time, she backed it up with her first win. But ironically enough, tied in points right now. So it's going to be real interesting there. Let's take a look at it. We're looking at the points. So there, Nicholas Dachelet, they're tied with 54 points. Darren Hardesty, 47 points. And Titus Sherlock, who was third last week, but with qualifying points and everything, is back in fourth, 1 point behind Darren Hardesty. Matt Bennett's going to round out our top 5. And then we got a tie for 6th with Jeff Porras and Zach Knowles. James Burke will be 8th. Cody Ratscliffe will be 9th. I believe it's Ratzlaff. And then Shane Paul in 10th. So it's going to shake it down. Of course, the format, typical, we're going to run through qualifying. We're going to set our heat races. We'll take the top 2 out of each heat race there. And then after that, top 2 will advance. Then we're going to go to the LCQs, which will be 4 laps, half the distance of the heat races. No cautions. Top 6 will advance. Main event consists of 18 drivers. 22 laps will make up the distance with a comp caution halfway through. And that's the way it's going to roll here for round number 2 of the iRacing Short Course Regional Series here from Wild West Motorsports Park. Frank, quite an exciting race, very tight last round, very close times, great battles going on. I'm hoping to see it here because Reno never disappoints with good racing.
I have a feeling you are correct. So I'm eager to see, especially how Nicholas Dachelet kind of answers back after just having to slip by him last week.
I tell you, he kept Crystal King in his sights the entire time, very close. Well, let's see if he can make a little bit difference there. Can Crystal coming back to back him? That's another question.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch tonight for sure. And I know Crystal's fast at this track. She won it last season here, so yeah, they're gonna have their hands full trying to keep up with her for sure.
Well, it's a new day, a new season. She is the points leader on top with tie with Nick Dachilette. But will Nick come back and answer? Who knows? Artistry was up there. Titus Sherlock showed a lot of speed there also.
Yes, sir. So as it sits right now, we got just a few more seconds here in practice. We'll start qualifying and see how it's going to shape up for tonight.
Looks like so far, Nicholas Dachilette with the quickest time. I'm seeing on top.
Yeah. Thomas Grady sitting second. Cody third. But it's one thing to do it in practice. It's a whole other thing to do it in qualifying.
No, most definitely there for sure. Crystal King, again, like I mentioned, she wasn't the fastest qualifier in round number 1, but she came out on top at the end of the race. So it's all about just making that main event. Hold back a little bit. Don't show all your cards. Get out front as soon as you can. Grandin, though, another story. It is, of course, a land rush start where here we're going to be doing a rolling start, so it's going to be a little bit different.
Yep, and looks like we're going to roll right into qualifying. If you're watching at home, you'll be able to see where they sit at, well, live on the right-hand side of the screen there.
Most definitely.
So we'll go ahead right now take a look at Nicholas Dachilette. He was your quickest qualifier last week. Let's see what type of lap times he can throw down today.
Most definitely here. I'm not sure if the rain in my area affected, but I'm getting a little bit of digitizing or modeling. Hard to read some of these names. Can't even read the right side of it, but I can see what we're looking at right now, and that's Nicholas Dachilette there, right?
Yes, sir.
So 3 laps. Oh, a little K-rail ride. So it's not a skateboard. It's a truck. Can't ride the wall.
Looks like he's going to go try it again. Let's take a look at Crystal King, though.
AKA Champ.
Looks like
nice little rotation. Clipped it.
seems to be a theme tonight.
Yeah. Well, I know it did rain in Southern California, and of course, when it rains, people just forget how to drive. So maybe some of that might be some of that. I'm just kidding.
It's in everybody's mind today. There we go. Looks like most everyone completed the lap.
Hello.
So it looks like Dalton right now is in the top spot.
Well, it looked like Crystal had some issues there, too.
She's probably going to go back and try it again here as well.
When first you don't succeed, try again.
Well, while
Until
they,
somebody pulls your funding.
I was going to say, while they go ahead and throw in a few laps, let's go ahead and do a quick break here. Take a look at our sponsor.
Right.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Well, welcome back, folks. Currently under qualifying here.
Looking back at Nicholas Dachelet, looks like he finally got a lap in, back on the top spot.
It was like, first lap, racy. Let's see, we get Crystal King back on there again.
Yeah, looks like she's got a lap in. Her best of 51.31.
Where's Titus Sherlock? Is he gone there or is he in?
Let's see. Titus. I'm scrolling. We got a lot of drivers in here tonight.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Where's that 500 machine?
Not seen it so far.
I'm actually not seeing him. I don't know if he made it tonight.
Yeah. What row?
Now that's... Fortunately, they get a drop week, so he might be utilizing that tonight.
Something with school, you never know.
Yeah, sometimes life just gets in the way.
Yeah, don't you know that?
It's like Crystal King wrapped up. Let's take a look at Brock Smith.
Where's your brother, Brock? Brent.
So he wrapped up too. So it looks like most everyone has got their laps in.
You can see that, was it Nicholas Dachelet, third fastest out there?
Yeah. It looks like
Well, it's going to be definitely interesting tonight.
Tor Borson.
Tor?
Yeah, from on the other side of the pond there.
Yeah, he had a good run last week and then got turned into a ping pong ball a little bit. Looking for redemption, what he is.
Yeah, so it looks like we just got a few more minutes here in qualifying, and we'll kick it off with some heat racing.
Because I'm going to try and restart my computer here real quick and get right back on and see if that fixes my video problem. I'm hoping.
Sounds good. And we will be right back with some racing action.
Yeah, I'll be back in literally less than a minute.
Picture frames of a broken home. Mama's crying on the telephone. Crying out 'cause the money's gone. It always seems like there's something wrong. This I swear is more than I can bear. All you greed to get things from everyone. You cross the line. I've been beaten, broken down inside. I've been crawling so long with no place to go. I've just been sitting here thinking clear, my whole world just disappeared. I feel like I've died again. Bloody knuckles, broken picture frames, shattered childhood memories. This I swear is more than I can bear. All your greed took everything from everyone. You crossed the line. I've been beaten, broken down inside. I've been crawling so long with no place to go. I will not be broken down from all of the pain you caused. I pick myself off the ground. I will not be giving up. broken down inside. I've been down for so long with no place to call my home. You crossed the line. I've been beaten, broken down inside. I've been crawling so long with no place to go. With no place
All right, we are back.
Off the bandwidth again.
So getting ready for Heat 1. Go ahead and take it away, Dave, since you're much better at reading names.
Actually, I would love to, but it is all digitized out on me again.
All right. So starting first, it's Tor Borson, Ryan Linder, Crystal King, Dalton Hayden, Chandon Minder, James Hayden, Trey Herquist, Jake Hill, Dylan Thomas, Brandon Matthews, and then Connor Berry, our admin, just holding down a spot in there. So with that, we're going to get ready to go racing.
All right, looks like they're lined up. It looks like the pace car is back, no longer a pace truck.
Yeah, that was fun there for a while. Something different to see.
Yeah, it looks like I'm seeing on the 230 there handing a little Ken Block throwback, DC Shoes, Hoonigan. Very cool.
Yeah. So like I said, top 2 is going to advance out of this heat. 10 drivers make the field.
Heat 1 about ready to go off.
Probably just doing some last minute comms checks, and they'll release the pace car.
I would love to see that pace car fly off the ski jump.
That would be
The
something.
drop down. I did it in a rental truck. Not flew, but we caught a little air.
I was going to say, that'd be something.
Oh, yeah. We made sure to rent it on the American Express so it had extra coverage.
Get that $1 damage waiver.
Yeah. All right. Looks like they're getting all gridded up there. Waiting for a little movement here.
There we go.
Once again, 6 laps make up the distance here. It's going to lead down the hill. Here we go. We should see the pace car pull off, duck off to the right.
Actually, it looks like they're going to go around
Going
again.
around. We got some net coders going on. See a little blinking.
Yeah, I'm seeing that as well. That's probably why they decided to bring them around again.
So Borson, Linder, Crystal King, Hayden, the top 2 rows there. You got Hill and Minder, Herquist and Matthews, Thomas. 10 cars on the track here to qualify. They're going to serpentine their way up the hill.
Hopefully these drivers can close some of those gaps and get ready to go. Because I'm sure they're itching.
Come down that hill, it's going to tighten up, and they're going to be nose to tail. Here they come. We should see the lights out down the hill.
And here we go.
There goes Ben. It looks like Borson and Linder. King's going to be in tow behind Borson up the hill, looking to the inside. And it looks like Minder trying to sneak up in the 415. But it's going to be Borson, the 55. Makes it out clear with a little help from his friends.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's just trying to survive that first turn.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I've seen them pile up here in iRacing and in real life. It is just as gnarly in real life it is on iRacing. And look at this, King trying to get a run up the inside of Minder. The battle for third. Linder by himself there, trying to follow Tor. Down the hill, that's Borson out front in the double nickel. Linder in the multicolored DC shoes machine there. Behind him, Crystal King. I almost want to call that the Starburst.
It definitely looks like it. Definitely noticeable.
The rose with thorns. Yeah, it's got the thorny rose bush there. Pretty cool.
It's like we got
Minder in his Elite Motorsports. Nope, sorry.
I was gonna say, it looks like Minder's sitting there in fourth, just trying to see what he can do on King.
Well, all I can tell you is Minder and King better kick it up a notch there, because looks like Linder and Borson, the two top qualifying positions, only 6 laps. Now that's got to be the drone shot. That is incredible.
Yeah, we thought we'd introduce that. Looks like a little bit of netcode from Minder.
Yeah. I mean, this is just so realistic, just like they do with the Champ Off-Road or the Great American Short Course Series.
Yeah, she's just so smooth through that turn. That's what I love about her. Is just she makes it look so easy, and then I go out and try it, and there's a reason why she's got that red plate.
Oh, I mean, smooth is quicker, slow is faster. I know it sometimes doesn't make sense, but less wheel spin, more hitting those preferred lines. You see Minder diving down deep, but you can see the drive that King had. She was able to keep her position and put that gap right back. When you scrub some of that speed off and then you try to get back on the gas, you spin tires. Ho ho! Minder got a little close to that K-rail there, that pit exit.
I was going to say, kind of had to check up there a little bit.
Still, most gnarly crashes I've seen today happened right there. Jeremy McGrath, Carl Rennezener. In real life. McGrath split the uprights with his truck. Ooh. And walked out of there with a scratch on his pinky.
That's a testament to the safety equipment that they have.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what these trucks right here are designed after them. I mean, that's why they're so realistic.
Looking at Borson's lap times, his quickest out there are 58.59. So they're moving.
Looking at Borson, okay, 55.202. He got down to a 51. See, second lap, but look at that, 50.559. Wow.
It's like
Linder, though.
Put a little gap, but it's like they're still fighting over third here. Minder's not letting up at all.
King with that great line around there. Minder's doing everything he can. And he's not losing any ground. He's right with her. I mean, they're so equal. Really tough at the top two now, starting to pull away. Well, this is going to be the white flag lap coming around. 1 lap to go here. King and Minder can fight it out all day long, but it's Linder and Borson right now.
Oh, looks like Minder's going to get it.
Whoa!
He's able to walk with it. Can he hold it, though?
But here's the thing. King's going to try and get up. Stay on the inside here. Let's see if Minder gets on it, backs down, goes for the outside inside. Ooh, she protected it.
Textbook.
Tried to stay a little wide, tried to get to the inside of her, but she's keeping it tight down on the nose. Very smart driving. Boy, is he having some net coding problems.
Yeah, he is. Jump back up front, take a look at Borson as he gets ready to walk away with the heat win.
So Tor Andre Borson takes the win.
Looks like King's going to take it. Not sure what happened to Minder there.
Did he disappear? Is he ghosting? Is he playing Blinky?
Yeah, let's see if we can kind of see if there's anything back here in the event log. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there, but looks like we got some results. So let's go ahead and pull those up.
Right now, Borson and Linder are going to the main event. Everybody else is going to have to duke it out in the LCQ.
Yep. Unfortunately, I don't have the results for that one, but we'll go ahead and pull up the grid for heat number 2. It's going to be Thomas Grady, Daryl Hartsley, Matt
Darren
Bennett.
Hardesty.
I will get it at some point, I promise you. Matt Bennett, Cody Ratzliff, Jeff Porras, Shane Paul, Cody Blackledge, Anthony Gordo, Miles Morse, Alec Hoffman, and then Mark Douglas Jr.
I think it's Gaudio, Anthony Gaudio.
I think you are correct.
All right. Well, they're staged up there on the hill. Well, I think my internet cables got wet or something because it's not looking like what it says it's telling me.
So I just got a message from the admin. So all night tonight they're going to be doing one pace lap around. So that's going to be that's going to be expected throughout the evening. And I think that's just to give them an extra lap just to get everything sorted before they turn them loose.
Get them settled down. And a lot of it has to do with coming down that hill and getting it timed right. Your spacing right.
Exactly. So it looks like we're about to turn the pace.
Now, if I remember right, this track technically would have been in your backyard.
It would have been. They shut it down the year after I moved here. I was really disappointed about that.
I'm pretty bummed. I really enjoyed going up there, saying at the Legacy or was it the Grand
Sierra Resort. It's
Grand Sierra. Yep.
Fantastic casino up here. Lost a lot of money there, not going to lie.
Yeah. I haven't lost any money there. I won money over there every time.
Yeah, it's so much fun until it hurts the bank account.
Yeah. I'm glad I don't. Well, I guess I can go to an Indian casino and gamble, but I don't win at Indian casinos, so I don't go there. Except for Paula. I win.
Sweet. So this is heat number 2. Top 2 going to advance out of here. And as things are stacking up, I have a feeling we're going to have a heat 3. So a lot more racing coming our way.
Oh, man, it makes my heart hurt a little bit. Ultra Motorsports, I see on the side of Darren Hardesty there. And today would have been J.C. Cornia's birthday. So, well, it is his birthday, but we lost him a couple weeks ago. About 3-4 weeks ago, I believe, now. When I was in Crandon, Wisconsin, I got the news. And he was a big proponent with Jimmy Smith and Ultra Motorsports and did so much for some of these young drivers' careers in real life, too. Like Jeff Knupp.
Yeah, definitely a loss to the sport.
Well, yeah. Big time.
All right. Yeah, I'm hearing some people shift out there, so I have a feeling they're going to get ready to bring it around.
Playing with the throttles. There it goes. All right, we're going to bring them around. Well, hello.
Looks like someone's getting an early penalty.
Not sure what happened on that one.
Yeah, it looks like Thomas Grady is being sent to the rear.
Already Neo penalty and hasn't even started.
Let me see if I can figure out what's going on.
And bring them up around here, turn number 1, come down the hill. Next time they make it to the top, the pace car will accelerate. And we'll get under green flag racing conditions here. Round number 2, once again, qualifier or heat number 2, top 2 advance. Back at the Wild West Motorsports Park here in the Reno Sparks, Nevada area.
Looks like the admin came back with Thomas missed the start, so it looks like he's going to get penalized for that.
Right.
Not exactly sure what start they're talking about, but
yeah. Just like in real life, I never understood what the admins were saying or our race director. There we go.
Looks like the car's going to get turned loose, and
I am not here to translate what they say. I'm here to call what I see. And what I see, blue car out front. I see no numbers. See Baron Hardesty in the 99.
Yeah, it looks like Matt Bennett's out to an early lead. Not sure what's going on with timing and scoring. But Hardesty in second. Poor is third.
Retzlaff and Anthony Guardio. Looks like Anthony moved up to fourth, Porras up to third, Hardesty second, Bennett out front. Once again, only the top 2 positions. So Hardesty on the bubble right now with Porras in tow down the hill. Speed's approaching 100 miles an hour through this section here. Look at this, Porras trying to go a little bit deep into the turn, trying to gain some ground.
Anthony's going to get around Cody there.
Oh, just like that, though.
Little bit of love there.
Looks like Anthony's going to have the outside slide around there. Now, somebody's number does not match the vehicle there. It's an 8 there. Okay, there we go. I mean, the one in the front, Bennett has no numbers on the side, just the top.
Someone's not following the scheme here.
Well, as an announcer, you notice things, okay. But we know that's Bennett out front. I know that's hot sauce behind him, Hardesty. Hardesty throwing a little bit deep in there, had to get on the binders. Oh, look at this, Jeff Porras. Now up on Hardesty now. Hardesty was concentrating on Bennett and kind of just forgot about this flank.
Yeah, I'm sure Jeff's going to look for an opportunity to get around him. He's knocking at the door for sure.
Oh, he's on the back porch. He's looking to trespass. I'm going to kick that door down if he can. But look at that. Hardesty found a little speed down the front straight. He knows how to worry about, his race and not everybody else around him. Porras, though, doing a heck of a job there. Back in third. He knows he's one spot off of going to the LCQ. Guardio's not backing off either. Anthony's right there.
Yeah, Cody's just kind of lurking in the shadows.
And Cody, that's what I'm going to say, Cody Retzlaff. Matt Bennett, though, moving by. 2 laps to go here.
It's like his quick time, a 50.296.
One of the quicker times of the night. Bennett looking low there. Hardesty kind of in tow, mirroring his lines.
Let's go ahead and follow Hardesty around for a little bit.
You know, Darren comes from a racer family. Dad is here, senior, and then he got Earl. They all pretty much legends in the desert.
Yeah, we go under white flag here. See if Jeff Porras has anything left in the tank. Take it back up there and put some pressure on Darren.
What? He was right there. It's like the truck started going away or he started changing his lines out.
Looks like Darren's not letting Matt get away at all.
I don't know. He's staying there. He knows. He's at that qualifying position right now. He doesn't want to take any chances. And Bennett really looking low there, protecting that turn.
Yeah, Matt Bennett's going to take Heat 2 win, followed by Darren Hardsley, and then Jeff Porras just barely one out of transfer.
Hardesty.
At some point, I'll learn to say their names.
That's right. Porras is a harder name, I think, would say.
Let's see if we got some results here. No, we're going right into the grid for heat number 3.
All right. Looks like we've got Nicholas Dachelet there in the 23. The 46 is going to be Brock Smith. James Burke's going to be in the number 7 with Josh Glogg in the 13. Nick Larson in the 802. And the 6th position is going to be Casey Sawich in the 027. Daniel Ash is going to be in the 33. And looks like the 40 is going to be Terry Bowman. And then, G3, Georgia Gyrus, the 63. Adam Flieger in the 14.
That's going to round out the field.
Looks like we got Australia in the house there. Is it Aussie or a Kiwi? It says Australia, New Zealand.
Gee, I need to brush up on my geography. My gut instinct says Australia, but I'm not confident enough to
Now, I wouldn't
lock
want
that
to
answer in.
call a Kiwi a Australian, and I don't want to call an Australian a Kiwi.
So yeah, Heat 3, top 2 is going to advance out of here as well. And then we'll start up some last chance qualifying.
We have some talent in this one.
Yeah, we do.
Every heat race has been stacked with talent so far.
All right, dude.
It really goes down to qualifying to set your time up there. Uh-oh. Somebody's got a little premature acceleration.
Go ahead and do the parade lap.
All right, we're going to run them around here. Heat race number 3. Like Frank said, top 2 will advance. Well, we're going to have some stacked LCQs, that's for sure.
Yeah, with the amount of drivers tonight, I'm expecting 2 LCQs. Top 6 going to transfer out of those. So yeah, it's going to be a do or die situation for a lot of these drivers.
Oh yeah, it's going to get physical. Elbows are coming to come out. Feet, knees, fists.
To quote the water boy, you can't leave anything.
Yeah. Oh, you can't leave anything out on the out of the table. What were their names? I was just on TV today. Or was it yesterday? I don't know. We should play that water boy a lot.
That's a classic.
Brent. I know Brent. Brent Musburger.
All right, looks like
All right,
the truck's going to pull off.
Or, I'm sorry, pace car.
Oh, my apologies.
How could they do that to us at short course? All right, go this Dachelet's going to lead him into turn number 1. And a little bit of battling going on there. Brock Smith in the fight there with James Burke Jr.
Oops.
Oh,
Oh,
we got a little pile. That K-rail's been like a magnet, some of these drivers.
yeah, they seem to enjoy being right up next to it.
Brock Smith in second there on the bubble. Nicholas Tachilette out front there, of course, but Burke one spot out. Factory Sim Sports. I keep on seeing that. I see Legion. I want to say Legion of Doom. James Burke running that Manberry again. Definitely notice him. Can't forget him. Looks like Vision wheels on that also.
He's got a lot of representation.
Little K-rail ride going on back there.
It's like G3's trying to put on a charge.
Hill. Yeah, look at that. G3 at Gyros. Larson right behind him. Gyros trying to chase down Josh Cloggin, the number 13. Down the hill he goes.
We'll look back up front. Nicholas Tachilette putting on a clinic right now.
Smith in a pretty comfortable spot there with second.
Actually, it looks like
He's got a
Nick
little gap.
might have one of the fastest times tonight in a 49.797.
You know, you're right. Nobody's gotten down on the 49 yet. Very interesting.
Take a look at Brock Smith, his best of 50.082. So, yeah.
It's pretty quick, though.
Nick is...
Smith jumped out a little bit too much. Did you notice that? He almost got out of shape there for a second.
I missed that. I was sitting there trying to read the lap times.
And it's easy to do when you come off that past the finish line there. There's that little jump up, and sometimes you can over jump it, and the car gets a little squirrely. Junior, once again back there, Factory Sim Sports. Running the Manberry. Brock Smith up in front of him. The 46 there. Great on board there with Smith. As he tries to chase down Nicholas Tachilette here. Into turn number 2. The only right-hander. Great perspective as they come around there. Do that sweeping left turn. Gaining in altitude there.
Like Burks.
Whoa. Burke, I do believe, chipped away a little bit at Smith there. He's a little bit closer this time.
Yeah, it looks like about a second and a half behind Smith. With one lap to go. We'll see if it's enough time.
So where you got to keep your head, stay smooth, not make mistakes, hit your marks. All the drivers have that little bit of gap so they can hit all their lines the way they want. Smith looks like he went a little wide on that one. As we're looking at Nicholas Tachilette. About a quarter of a lap to go as he heads up the hill. Boy, the bumps really get those trucks out of shape, don't they?
They do. Sometimes it can be a hard hit. It's like Tachillette's going to celebrate.
Oh, into the K-rail. And Brock Smith's going to join him into the main event.
Burke just one outside of transfer, so we'll see him again in the LCQ.
Okay. Burke giving a little love there to Smith. Going, you suck. You took my spot.
All right, looks like LCQ number 1 coming up.
And it looks like James Burke's going to be right back to back there. Crystal King will be on the outside of him in the second spot there in the number 1. Cody Retzlaff will be at 525. And you're going to have to get the rest of the names because I cannot read that word.
I got Nick Larson in 5th, Miles Morse in 6th, Brandon Matthews, Casey Seich, Cody Backledge, Chandon Minder, Terry Bowman, Thomas Grady, and then our admin Connor Berry just holding down a spot. So with that,
now it just got clear on me too, and then I'm back to models.
I think you're just wanting me to read the names there.
Yeah, well, I got to be entertained.
All right, top 6 advance out of here.
Well, it's going to be interesting here. It's going to be 2 LCQs stacked with a lot of drivers fighting it out. So we've taken 6 drivers. We're going to take 6 now out of this one and 6 out of the next one.
Should, if my math is correct, give us 18 in the feature.
Hold on, let me take my shoes and socks off so I can count my toes.
All right, looks like they're going to release the pace car. Holy cow, I can't talk tonight.
I'm the one with the swollen mouth.
So while they go around here, they did a poll on the YouTube. Looks like 63% of the audience thinks that Crystal King's going to walk away with the points lead tonight. 21% calling for Nicholas Dochelet. And then 15% are holding out for another driver.
Who would that other driver be?
It just says other.
We named later.
So it looks like we're going straight green.
Well, that was fast.
Yeah, Burke's out front. King sitting second.
Well, that's definitely qualifying positions. They all battle it out there. Uh-oh. Couple of trucks up over on their lid there. So it's Burke, King, Retzlaff, Matthews, Hand in the top 5. So they turn around and go head up the turnstile. See Hannon, the 54 there in top 6. And Morris, the driver on the bubble there with Minder, Sawich, and get the correct pronouncing on Sawich. Is it Sawich? Sawich?
Sawich? Like I said, you're asking the guy who's terrible with names. But I'll tell you what, you got Chandon Minder in 7th. He was fast last season, so Morse is going to have his hands full, as I think he's going to be able to make that pass stick.
Yeah, Chaden is definitely quick in real life as well as in the iRacing community right now, and watched him grow quite a bit. Become more of a mature driver there, so it's great to see Chaden Zane Minder doing so well.
So it's like Minder's able to put a little bit of breathing room between him and the battle for 7th.
And that's what he wants there for sure.
Absolutely.
Great shot for the drone up ahead as these two battle it out here, Morse and Sawich.
Ooh. A little bit of contact. Not sure what happened there. Let's go back and take a quick look. Who is that ended up on this roof? Is that?
So it was there, number 5 there.
I think so. It looked like really light contact, but enough to send him over. Oh, yeah, just hit that wheel.
Yeah, actually, I think just a little contact there at the wrong time.
But James Burke is leading this right now.
Redemption. Yeah, he's looking for redemption right now after last race. One spot out, he goes, well, I'll bet that, and I'll take a win.
It looks like Minder's put some space between him and Casey Saich, so about a second separates them.
I wonder if the W is silent. You might be right. Saich. We'll definitely have to have him give the phonetical spelling for us. So this is only a 4-lapper, though. LCQs, top 6. Advance here. It looks like Minder getting a little loose there as he came down that front straightaway. Great little speed camera shot.
Probably just having a good time.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour straight down that. The reason I know that they hit that is we actually had a Nevada State Trooper came down and put his radar gun out underneath the starting tower. All right, it looks like we're going to get ready for here. We got Troy Hernquist, Jeff Boris, Josh Clogg, Anthony Gaudio, and then Jake Hill being the 170 in 5th position with Daniel Ayesh in the 33 and 6th. Shane Paul in the number 2. And looks like Dylan Thomas in the number 20. One more row deep there, G3 Aguiros in the 63 with Alec Hoffman in the 27. Dalton Hayden will be in the 989, and the 14 would be Adam Leager.
So you got one more Mark Douglas Jr. in that 73. We'll round out the field.
Yeah, don't want to forget Texas. You can't mess with Texas.
All right, and just like the other LCQ top 6 going to advance out of here to join the other 6. And they're going to go green this time by.
Now you want to be in the Elite 6 for sure. Well, if this is an indication like it was the last time, as soon as they come around, that thing's going to pull off and we're going to go racing. 4 laps, caution, until the main event. 22 laps. Halfway point, 11 laps, caution. We'll come out, we'll re-rack, we'll restack, and we'll refire them. And see who's going to either take the overall points lead, lose the points lead. We'll have to find out. But we got to get through this LCQ first.
So to answer everyone's question as to what happened with Thomas Grady in that first heat, I guess his wheel disconnected, so he had to restart the computer and get all that up and running. So that's what happened there.
You picked a fine time to leave me loose, wheel.
It's always when you need it.
It's an old announcer joke, sorry. All right, here we go. I can see the speed's already picked up. Pace car is going to pull off the track, and we're going to go green, green, green. Look at them scrubbing their speed, trying to come up that hill at turn number 1. High and low, they fight. Door to door, beating and banging.
Everyone's working hard to get to that top spot. Looks like one over. That's going to be Daniel Ash on his roof.
Looks like Clogg in the 13, Hernquist, Porras, Gaudio, and Shane Paul, the top 5. To head up the hill.
G3 got back.
What's that?
I was going to say, looks like G3 got ugly back there. Let's go take a look at that real quick. Oh, just got into that rail.
Well, unfortunately trying to squeeze up in the inside.
Another one on his roof. That's going to be
5 pounds
Jeff
worth of
Porce.
contact. Well, that K-rail definitely does hit back, let me tell you.
Yeah, a lot of drivers are going to...
Audio.
A lot of drivers finding that out the hard way tonight.
Oh, most definitely. Well, that's really weird. My other computer just started. Okay.
Yeah, I can't answer to that one.
Yeah.
But what I can tell you is laps are running out for Jake Hill.
That's for sure. Dylan Thomas. That looks like Alec Hoffman now on the bubble. Hill. Going to be 2 laps to go when they come down this hill and head up the hill. It's Jake Hill in 7th.
So he's going to... Ooh!
Oh! Beautiful under over and then over under back. Oh my goodness.
That was gorgeous. It's almost like...
for Hoffman, it was gorgeous.
It's like a ballet routine right there.
I know. It's like drifting, mirroring each other. Hill looking up the inside there of Hoffman. Oh, he's going to have a run door to door up the hill. Hoffman by a nose. The Hill's right where he wants to be going into this turn. Don't over-rotate. Yep, he did.
Yep.
Left the door open.
And we know that if you leave that door open, Alec will walk through it.
And look at Porras.
Oh! Jake Hill getting ugly.
Oh, man. Talk about the 360 spin almost coming around. That was a battle for 5th. And now Hoffman. Alec Hoffman into that last position. Oh, little love bumps going.
We'll go back up here, take a look at Jeff Clogg leading this thing. Or, sorry, Josh Clogg.
Yeah, I was going to say his twin brother Josh is doing pretty good too. And he's got the Fierce Fly Racing.
Then Trey, Shane Paul, Dylan Thomas, Jeff Porras, and then Alec Hoffman will be transferring through. So each one of these LCQs have been fun to watch. A lot of good action in
these
them.
things are great. Well, everybody's clawing and scratching to get up into that top 6. So the battle doesn't have to be up in first place. It could be, 5th and 6th that are constantly battling because you got a pack of wolves behind you.
Absolutely.
So we're going to go ahead and do a little warm-up session here, I do believe.
Yeah, and while we do that, let's go ahead and take a quick recap at last week, the last couple laps. Josh Lett's just having a real strong showing. I have a feeling we might have lost Dave. Hopefully he's able to rejoin us here soon. But as we go into the final lap here, Crystal King still has the lead. Josh Lett's in second. Titus Sherlock sitting third. But all eyes tonight right now. Dashalette still trying to work Crystal King. And it looks like if she can hold him off this last corner, she's going to take the win here round 1. With a fantastic opening performance. Dashalette, your second place. And Titus Sherlock, top 3. That was some action-packed racing last week. Like I said, again, congratulations on Crystal King walking away with that win. We got about 4 more minutes worth of warm-up here. We're going to go ahead and work in the track, and then we'll turn them loose. 18 drivers going to make up the field tonight. Looking at Crystal King right now. Let's see if she can walk away with the points win. And we'll be right back.
Taking even less until more is found by my own two eyes. Why can't we hide? This is breaking and breaking optimism until my soul outshines like a raging fire. And don't you deny her soul, her soul.
Welcome back here. We're just watching the final 30 seconds of the warm-up here before the main event. Drivers trying to get their lines down here to figure out the fastest way around. You see some of the drivers in the over jump there, you can see how it gets them out of shape. There's our one of our current point leaders, Crystal King. Nicholas Dachelet, the other driver, tied. But of course, we'll have to look out for qualifying because that has already changed probably.
All right, let's go ahead and pull up the starting grid for round 2.
Well, look at starting on the pole, Brock Smith in the 46. Next to him on the outside is going to be Darren Hardesty in the 99. Ryan Linder is going to be in the 230 in the inside with Nicholas Dachelet in the 23. Back another row to Matt Bennett and then Tor Andre Borson in the double nickel. Then you got James Burke in the number 7 with Josh Clogg in the number 13. Crystal King's going to be in that number 1, the red plate. Trey Hernquist in the 501. Cody Ratzlaff going to be in the 525 with Shane Paul in the number 2. Then you got James Burke in the number 7, Josh Clogg in the 13. Oh, wait a minute. Back a little farther here, sorry. Nick Larson in the 802. Dylan Thomas in the 20. Then you got James Hannon in the number 54 with Jeff Porras in the 15. And then the 17 slot, the last roll, Chaden Zane Minder in the 415. And Alec Hoffman in the 27. That's going to round out our field here. Getting them all gridded up there. Smith and Hardesty on the front row. Smith Motorsports on the pole. The Ultra Motorsports machine there of Darren Hardesty with Bill Stein on the side. See Nicholas Dachelet back there behind Hardesty.
Yeah, these 22 laps are going to go quick tonight. Always seems to be the
Until that-
case here.
Well, I'll tell you what, those 4 and 6 lappers happen pretty fast there. So some of these drivers are counting on more laps to move their way up through the field. But you definitely got some fast runners up front.
Absolutely, and like I said, we'll go ahead and throw a competition caution at lap 11, give them a chance to restack, and then we'll turn them loose once more. So that's going to be the format for this main event feature.
And Linder, Gillette, then Bennett, Borson. Oof, first 3 rows. Burt, Clog behind them. And King and Hernquist.
It's going to be fun to watch King try to work her way through the field to get back up there, and she's got the speed. She definitely has it in her. But yeah, Nicholas Stachilette, that's going to be fun to see how that shuffles out between those two.
Good to see Hernquist starting to come to his own too. He's starting to get up there a little faster. Another desert racing family.
Yeah, I'm excited to see a lot of new names this season. So I believe we're going to go back to the 1 lap caution before they go green.
All right, that makes sense. In fact, I believe I'm going to see the Hernquist. Probably, I believe they're racing the Baja 1000.
That's right. That's coming up on your calendar.
Yep, I know Hernquist family, Bill, and Trey and them are going to be doing that 1,200 plus mile Baja 1000 Peninsula run this year. I think they're General Tire, Fox, if I remember right.
You followed a little bit closer than I do.
Yeah,
I'm going to take your word for it, my friend.
kind of my job. In fact, next week, SEMA, we're doing a big show for Score on the SEMA floor. Big stage show. Interviewing a lot of the top drivers that race a lot of the short course, and I know I'm going to probably see a lot of these drivers out there. All right, looks like the pace, don't want to say pace truck, but pace car.
Yeah, but I just confirmed with Race Control they're going to do a 1 lap caution, and then we'll go under green flag.
Smith and Hardesty. You're going to have these big giant targets on their back heading up that hill in the start. I know Linder and Dachilette are going to be coming for him. Well as Borison and Burke and Clog and King and Hernquist and Ratzlaff and James Paul.
I have a feeling there's going to be some shuffling going on these first couple laps.
Oh, I have a feeling the elbows are coming out in the first lap, in the first turn. All right, up the hill. Going to see if they're going to tighten them back up here. See them slowly inching up here to get up to speed. Waiting for that green flag to drop here. Here we go. Pace vehicle speeding up, moves over to the right. Off the track, and we're green, green, green. Up the hill, look at this. Varsity around the outside, Smith saying low, tucked. Linder trying to follow there, Dachilette just on the outside. Dochelet's going to be in a good spot on the inside if he stays there as he challenges Hardesty. 3 wide. Oh, car goes over. And that looked like it was Linder.
It looks like it might have been Cody Ratzliff.
Oh, Ratzliff. Sorry, you're right. There, I just saw Linder, so he's fine.
So hopefully he's able to get up and get moving. Looks like he is able to recover from that. So,
but it's going to be Smith and then Hardesty and Dochelet battling for second. Hardesty by a truck right now as it comes down. Dochelet trying to get up the inside here for turn 1. Going to get on the binders. Hardesty rotates around. Dochelet very timid through turn 1. Bennett, Clog, and Borson filing out. There's the double nickel there of Borson. A nice run up the hill from the drone.
yeah, this turn likes to upset a lot of vehicles.
Yeah, you got to hit that turn just right. Otherwise, you're just getting out of shape, hitting off those 2 bumps or the fingers that come out. They're not really jumps. They're more bumps. And see, Borson tried a little scrub there. Now look at this. Smith and Hardesty now battling for the lead. Hardesty drops the inside. Smith's going to look for the over-under there, but but Hardesty's going to be in a nice position coming out the middle, high and handsome there.
Dochelet's lurking in third with Matt Bennett right behind him.
Good to see Hardesty back up, battling once again for a top position here. Smith having a run of his life out here up in second, but he's definitely getting stalked back there by Dochelet and Bennett. 18 to go. Hardesty really backing in there in turn number 1.
Let's take a look at Crystal King right now, one of our points leaders.
And definitely she knows that Dochelet's a couple positions in front of her, which definitely would take the points lead away from her. Crystal just trying to stay out of problems. You know, you can see how smooth she is, trying to avoid contact there.
I've always admired that about her style, just how smooth she is. It seems very rare she ever gets flustered or makes kind of silly mistakes. She always just seems to be right on the ball.
You can't drive angry. That never bodes well for anybody.
Looks like we got a little battle brewing back here.
Looks like
This is for
Manbury
8th.
Burke. James Burke and the Manbury Factory Sim Sports there, and then Shaden Bender in that 415 there. See Trey Hernquist back there with Nick Larson.
Looks like
Back up front to the battle.
Smith still working on Darren.
Darren Hardesty watching his lines here. He's kind of changing them up a little bit now. Got into a little bit into protection. Smith
Ooh.
goes a little deep, a little punt there.
Little push.
That
Looks
may
like-
not have been a smart move. We're going to see what happens here. Hardesty says, all right, I'll just go down the inside. Run you up the hill. Smith trying to move over, take his line away. Hardesty's going to use it as a berm this time. Fill the hole.
And now Dochelet's up in this as well. Yeah, Dochelet's always been a smart driver. I've always appreciated that about him.
Yeah, you saw Smith just move over and take his line away. Very smart. It's like a sprint car move there. Here we go, Dachshund. It comes down to who gets on the binder the earliest in that turn, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There's Dachshund. Look at this, Bennett. Now up the inside of Smith. Down to this, it's a close one. Hardesty, Dachshund, Bennett, Smith, and King, the top 5.
Oh, looks like the 46 of Smith got into that K-rail. Looks like he's going to drop a couple positions.
He's still in the fight, but he is, I think, back in, what, 6th place now?
Yeah, time and scoring showed him in 6. Yep.
6.
Right behind Benson.
So it's hard to see Gillette, Bennett, and King.
Looks like King's made her way up to 4th.
Yep. Now, am I noticing she's not running the number 1? Like she was before.
Well, someone's up and over.
Oh, Dachshund.
That's Dachshund.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's take a look and see what happened there.
Yeah, it was driver error. Dachshund on the outside here. He's going to try and dive down, it looks like, on Hardesty. Yep, drive right up the back end. Hardesty got on the binders. Total racing incident. So that's going to put Crystal King up into 3rd place, and hate to see it happen that way, but she was tied with points with Dachshund. Now Dachshund, though, is going to have to fight his way back.
Yeah, looks like he's currently in the pits right now, so hopefully going to be able to get a lap back if he's able to get back out before the caution comes out this next time around.
Yeah, that's what you want to do, is get back out before the comp caution and try and get up there and fight and stay on the lead lap.
So this time by, we should be going under caution.
Well, it'll be lap 11, and there it is. Ask and you shall receive.
And I'm sure a lot of these drivers are excited to see that yellow come out.
Well, I don't think Hardesty was too thrilled.
I think he was enjoying his lead there.
Yeah, I know. It's always a tough one when you're leading a race and you're like, oh, crap. Everybody's back up on my tail. But I got to give it up to Bennett. Great race he's running for sure. Crystal King having a good one. Borson. Smith back up to 5th. See if he can take advantage of this restart here. Halfway there, halfway home.
I have a feeling they're going to do a quick stop here on the back stretch.
Get a wave around.
Yeah, and while they do that, let's go ahead and take a look at Crystal King's pass of Brock Smith for 4th.
See Smith there, gets up, tags the K-rail twice, gets out of shape, and King goes right up into that 4th position. Not even a fight on her hands there. You see that Smith lost 2 spots on that deal. Just smooth, Miss Smooth there.
That is what she is. So it looks like we're waiting for just a few more drivers to come around.
See him coming down the hill there. Catching up back to the back of the field. And there they are, those two. Get this train started.
Yeah, I'm sure Darren's eager to get the go-ahead from the race control here. I'm sure he's eager to keep this going.
Getting cold sitting in the seat. So, a lot of snow up there around the mountains in your area there?
Yeah, we had a good storm come through the last 2 days. So, yeah, the Sierras are starting to get their winter colors.
Any snow dropping in the Reno area?
Not yet. A lot of rain, though. We got about 3
Lot of
inches
rain.
here, so which is not necessarily usual for, western Nevada this early in the season. So, all right, I have a feeling we're going to go green flag this time around.
I like what I hear. It's a good rumor to start.
And let's run with it.
All right, down the hill, here we come. Hardesty is going to lead him out here. Bennett, King, Borson, and Smith, the top five, and we're green, green, green. Hardesty rotates him around as King looks to the inside of Bennett there as they slide down. Side by side, they're right down there for second place.
She's wasting no time.
A little bit of contact, stand the high side coming around. She knew that would set her up for the inside. Can't she get her noticed? Oh!
Oh, a little bit of
Elbow.
love there.
That was an elbow. You know what? Sometimes you got to feed him a tire.
It's like Borson sitting fourth.
Trying to read the sponsor on the side there. There's Smith. Or no, I'm sorry. That's the 802. Larson. Oh, what happened to Smith? We lost him there. Bye-bye.
Yeah, let's take a look at what happened with Smith there. Looks like he jumped to the pits. I have a feeling he probably got ugly out that finish line jump.
Well, happens to the best of them. It's like Hannon and Hernquist out. Their laps keep on dropping in the negatives. So back up front with Darren Hardesty, the Ultra Motorsports, Bill Stein machine. Crystal King, Factory Sim Sports on the side there. Getting chased down by third there, the 233, Matt Bennett.
Take a look back over here. You got Nicholas Dashlet back up to 7th already.
Or 8th now, actually.
Or sorry, 8th.
Yeah, Burke's right in front of him in 7th. In the number 7.
So yeah, Nick desperately making up time out here.
Burke's not going to let him get away. He's trying to stay that inside there. Dashlet got the hammer down. Who's going to get in their binder sooner? That's what it's going to come down to. Dashlet, high, wide, and handsome going around there. Burke had that better line. But Dashlet will have the inside going into turn 2.
Looks like Bennett's putting on some pressure.
That's fine, because Hardesty's just going to love these two to battle it out there as he starts to walk away.
Yeah, he's got just about a 2-second gap.
Now, King, if it stays this way, because Hardesty was third in points with 47, so King would actually retain her points lead here.
Yeah, if it's one thing I cannot do, it's try to work cameras and do math. I have my limits, my friend.
That's all right. That's why I handle it. But, of course, a little bit of that changed in points with qualifying, too. Which we're not privy to the top qualifiers that came out after the... I don't have that in front of me. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1 are the top five are given points for the top qualifiers.
Yeah, nice little bonus.
On top of the 50, 48 first, second, and so it scrolls down from there.
Yeah, looking at Josh Clog right now. Dosselet right behind him, about 2 seconds.
So it's fiercely forward. I got it with the line there. I love how these things, it looks like when they're downshifting, you can see the flames, just like in real life, shooting from underneath.
They do a great job on constructing these trucks on iRacing.
Oh, it's so realistic.
Looks like Bennett's still working on trying to get around King. She's just not giving him any opportunities.
Oh no, her elbows are about 10 feet wide right now. The Huntress just slowly, quietly works her way up through the field. Sitting up in second.
Looking like the track's starting to get a little bit slick.
You can see the blue groove there. Getting outside of that blue groove, I'm sure it gets a little dry slick there, and then getting a little wheel spin. Some of the high-speed tracks, so sometimes it's best to stay in the blue groove, it looks like. Look how violent it can get when they land there and just get that off. Just throws you up. There's Borson and Nick Larson battling.
Yeah, Larson looks like he's able to close that gap a little bit.
I'm going to read the sponsor on the Taurus car there. I don't know if you could make that out.
Not from my angle. But right now, let's take a look at this. Our race leader, Darren.
Hot sauce Hardesty.
And the lap times show it. Look at that. Fastest lap was lap 15, a 49.975. So he's hauling the mail out here.
Yeah, he's staying real consistent, and to see that. 50.1, 50.2, 49s, you know, all within tenths and hundredths of a second of each other. And when you're out by yourself, it's you to hit all your marks right, not making any mistakes, not overdrive the car. You can take all the fast lines you want. And you should.
Looking at Borson with Nick Larson right behind him.
Larson like a bloodhound. Look at them, just mirroring the moves.
It's like Josh Clog starting to show up in the frame there.
Getting glimpses of the clog. Wish I could read the side of that truck. Trying to see what it says. Trying to get a little love there to his sponsors. But watching the battle once again, Crystal King and Matt Bennett. Bennett, you can see a little driver's side front fender missing. Oh, looking at the inside of Crystal. Here we go. Final lap. Hardesty. Back to what he's used to.
Started this race in second. Gonna hopefully walk away with the win tonight. And I believe this will be his first win of the series. I don't remember him racing last season, so he's going to be one of those names to watch for.
Yeah, first year he was in quite a bit. Not in the regionals, but in the regular iRacing short course.
Yeah, it's okay. That's where I know the name from.
Yep.
All right.
A few national championships in a pro buggy, too, in real life.
Nice. It looks like he's going to
There
take
it is.
the win tonight.
Oh, yeah. Feels good to be the king again. For Crystal King, second, retains her point lead. Actually, I should say separates from Dachelette in the points lead.
So we'll have the last few come through the line here. We'll take a look at the results and interview some winners.
Or at least one winner. All right, let's see how it's all going to shake out here. Well, it's going to be Darren Hardesty Jr. up on top.
Just waiting for the official results to come in. Just waiting for iRacing to populate it.
Waiting.
There we go.
So it's going to be Hardesty officially wins. Crystal King, Matt Bennett, Tor Andre Borelson, Nick Larson, the top five. Clog, Dachelette, Burke, Linder, Porras, Paul, Thomas, Hoffman, Bender, Retzlaff, Smith, Hannon, and Hernquist.
There it is. Well, let's see if we got anybody waiting in the booth for us.
It looks like Bennett.
All right, Matt Bennett, third place tonight. Congratulations.
Thanks, Frank.
Yeah, it was fun to watch you try to put some pressure there on Crystal King there, kind of late in the feature there. Take us through what was kind of going through your mind those last couple laps. How were you kind of trying to set it up?
I was just trying to keep it easy and find some grip was the biggest thing. So trying to shift early and keep the tires hooked up, but I just didn't have nothing forward there at the end.
Yeah, you look pretty fast, so it was definitely working for you.
Yeah, and this is not like one of my favorite tracks either. So for finishing third, especially in the iRacing short course series, I'm very happy with that.
Fantastic. Well, I'm sure you got some sponsors and some people you want to thank for getting you up here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Mid Valley Industrial Services that is on my truck. They're out of Hortonville, Wisconsin. Quick Trip, Greg's Speed Shop, Station 2, Easy Bar and Grill, Cloverland Service Center, Anytime Fitness.
Well, good deal. Well, congratulations again on your third place finish tonight. We look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you. I'll be happy to be back. Yes, for sure.
Great job, Matt.
Thank you.
All right, looks like we got Crystal King in here. Well, Crystal, you didn't take the win, but it looks like you held on to the points lead. But you had your work cut out tonight for you.
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with me tonight. I just was not vibing with the track. I wasn't driving very well. Coming into it, I wasn't very confident. So to come out with a P2, I'm very excited about that.
Well, Frank and I were talking. It's like how smooth you're driving. It looks like it's hard to get you rattled, but I think there was a few times where there's a little door-to-door contact, which we don't normally see you, but sometimes you just got to put the shoehorn in.
Yeah, I knew coming into Wild West, like, there's gonna be a bunch of dooring, and it's hard to avoid it. And I knew coming to the second restart, I didn't have much for the guys up front. They drove great. And I knew that once we went green again, I had to try to get around Matt as quick as possible. And I didn't mean to door him as bad as I did, but, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
Well, I always say side-to-side contact, and if someone leaves a little enough space for another truck to get in, it's all good.
Oh, for sure. There was a few times I really had to stick it in there.
Yeah, it happens a lot, but one thing about this track 1, 2, and 3, it's tight, and you sometimes you just gotta get the nose down and hopefully pray for the best. And it looked like it worked out pretty good, and I'm sure your points lead was going through your mind too.
Yeah, for a little bit. I was really bummed to see Nick end up on his roof there. That's never good, but it gave me another position, I guess, and he was able to make it back up to P7. So hopefully it's still a good battle for the championship. Give a few other people some chances to get some good points and come mix it up with us.
Well, definitely it was a good night for you. Overall, second place and the points, and I'm sure you got some people to thank.
Oh yeah, Factory Sim Sport for sure. Everything that they do for me. Keaton Swain, Chris Plumley, Tyson Miller, Nick Doshalette. Freaking hate that he had a bad night, but Zach Knowles for the paint, and Shenandoah Shine, motorsportfilmer.net, and Team 12 Rotations getting me dialed.
Nice. Well, looking forward to see what's going to happen here in the points battle as we move to round 3. Congratulations, Crystal King, second place.
Thanks, guys. Hopefully talk to you soon.
Yep.
All right. And let's welcome Darren Hardsley. I'll let you go ahead and take this one, Dave.
Yeah, Darren Hardesty. Dude, about time. Been a while. Good to see you in here.
Hey, yeah, it's good to see you too. I'm glad to make an appearance again.
Yeah. Well, you had a little absence there, and of course, saw you jumping in last week, and sitting third in points probably gave you a little motivation this week.
Oh yeah, had a little bit of an accident at the end of last week's race, but after seeing I was third in points, it definitely made me want to come back. So here I am, and now I have my first ever league win in iRacing, and I couldn't be more stoked. That was such a fun race.
It's your first time on the podium, but it's the first win. That's awesome to see you. Seen you so many times win at other races, just assumed.
Thank you. I gave it my all out there.
Well, let's talk a little bit about this race. Jumping out there, you had, fought the way. You didn't have the pole, but you're just on the outside of it. And talk about the battle between you and Brock Smith at first.
Yeah, I didn't really know where I was going to start at all, but once I saw I was starting next to Brock Smith, I was pretty excited because, not in a bad way at all, but I know he gets dicey, and so I was looking to have some fun out there, and, I got it for sure. We were banging some doors and some corners and throwing doors and sliders and stuff like that, and it was super fun. Made sure to keep it clean the whole time, so... really glad I got to come back and put it on the top this race. I had no idea it was going to end up like this.
Definitely. And then once you got by him and got out front and looked like Crystal and Matt were just battling back behind you in there, I think it allowed you to get a little breathing room there. But, of course, that caution came out. Does that still mess with your head a little bit?
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely got the jitters on the caution, and so we went green, and I was just praying that it went well, which it did. And in iRacing, I've never really been good with the blue groove, so the whole time I was kind of just trying to find what worked for me and what didn't. And once I kind of found that, I started to narrow it down a little bit, and that's when I noticed that Crystal King and Matt were battling, and they seem to have been keeping each other busy. So I was just kind of looking for what worked the best for me, and it looks like I found it.
No, you did for sure, my friend. You did for sure. And coming out top, and I'm sure some people to thank for that position.
Yeah, definitely got to thank my first half of the race spotter Trey Hernquist, then second half Matt Sobre. Like, definitely good to have that. Last week I didn't, so other than that, I just got to thank the series promoters. I got to thank you guys, Connor, everyone who makes this happen. I wouldn't be here without you guys.
Right on, Darren. Good to see you get that win under your belt, and man, keep that momentum rolling, and we'll see how this season plays out. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm definitely going to be back. I'm going for the points championship, so we'll see.
All righty then. Love it. All right, guys. Well, what a great night. Matt Bennett's going to wrap up that third position there. Crystal King, and of course, Darren Hardesty stands tall on top of the box. Well, folks, I want to thank everybody.